হচ্ছে কি ভক্তি হচ্ছেন সচ্চিদানন্দময়। সচ্চিদানন্দ কি ভগবানেরই আনন্দ, যখন ভগবানের মধ্যে ভগবত্তার মধ্যে প্রধান থাকে, সমদিনী আর সমৃদ্ধ কম পাবে অঙ্গ, সেই ভগবানের অংশই হচ্ছে, ভগবানের ওই বৃত্তি হচ্ছে সচ্চিদানন্দ। Very complicated, but very easy. Very easy to ঠিক বলছে কি
Guruve Gaurachandra Radhika Radhe Krishna Krishna Radhe Namo. Sri Madhuji Karambini. Sri Krishna, he is Satchidananda Vigraha, means his spiritual body consists of eternality, knowledge and bliss. If he wishes to give mercy, nothing can check him. As he is Swecha PureBhakti, he is completely independent. And his mercy is Nirankush, is unrestricted. It cannot be checked or controlled by anyone or anything. Scripture has said, that Supreme Purush, the Supreme Person, he cannot be understood by material knowledge, by hearing many lectures. He can only be understood by that person who he desires to be understood by. Therefore, nothing is beyond him. Nothing is superior to him. Sometimes he appears in the Yarubams in his original form as Sri Krishna, and sometimes he appears in the Raghubams as Sri Ramchandra. By his own independent desire, he appears in this world, or sometimes he sends his own devotees. He comes to this world and reveals himself to the internal and external sense organs of the devotee. Therefore he gives spruti or realization of himself to the devotees. Therefore his energy, Bhakti Devi, is also just like he is, in the sense that she is also Satchidananda, she is also completely spiritual, composed of eternality and bliss. And as Bhagavan is, Bhakti Devi herself is also Swecha PureBhakti, completely independent. Because she is independent, she may not appear in the heart of a greatly learned person, or she may not appear in the heart of a person who completely follows all the Vedic rules and regulations. But on the other hand, independently, she may appear in the heart of a very greatly fallen person like Ajamil. Therefore, Bhakti is just like Bhagavan himself. She is completely spiritual and completely independent. In the Gopal Tapani Upanishad, it is ascribed that she is Vidyan, or she is the most refined or special type of knowledge. In other words, she is Prema Bhakti herself. That Bhakti is the most condensed form of Ananda or ecstasy, and Bhagavan is controlled by her. Therefore, because Bhagavan is completely spiritual, he can never be controlled by a material thing. Therefore, Bhakti must also be spiritual as Bhagavan is. Therefore, Bhakti can take you to Bhagavan, Bhakti can give you darshan of Bhagavan, Bhakti can control Bhagavan. There is nothing greater than Bhakti. Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur raises the question, if Bhakti is Satchidananda, if she is composed of eternality, knowledge and bliss, then how is it possible that she will manifest in the material senses of a sadhak? In answer, Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, by her own desire, she can manifest on the senses of a conditioned soul, just as if we put a piece of iron into fire. By association, that iron becomes tadatmik, or the piece of iron achieves the same qualities as the fire. Thus, to that degree that bhakti manifests on the senses of a conditioned soul, to that degree anartana vritti will be completed. To that degree that bhakti manifests, to that degree the material qualities of the senses of the conditioned soul will be removed. And this Balaji will achieve a spiritual body. And the sadhak's body will also be spiritualized. Therefore, Bhagavan, he's called Satchidananda Vigraha. Sat, Chit, Ananda. That means within him, his one Swarup Shakti performs three functions. These three Shaktis are not separate. They are always together. From the Sat potency comes Sandhini Shakti, or existence potency. From the Chit portion of Sri Krishna's Vigraha comes Samvid Shakti, or the potency of knowledge. And from the Ananda portion of Krishna's body comes Ladini Shakti, or the potency of ecstasy. Therefore, Satchidananda corresponds to Sandhini, Samvid, and Ladini Shaktis. These three Shaktis are never separate. In fact, even though one may be prominent, the other two are always there in a secondary form. But these three are always together. Sometimes Ananda is prominent, at that time Samvid and Sandhini Shakti are secondary. Therefore, Bhakti herself is the essence of Samvid and Ladini Shakti, but Sandhini Shakti is also there. This tattva is very deep and very refined, but we must make endeavors to know it. Then our Bhakti can become very strong. Thus, in conclusion, Bhakti is Satchidanandamaya. She is completely spiritual. And last, she is the condensed form of ecstasy, Ananda, but Samvid and Sandhini Shakti are also there. When Ladini Shakti or Ananda potency is very much prominent and Samvid and Sandhini are in the secondary position, at that time, that Ananda potency is called Bhakti.
Bhakti, निरंकुश, स्वेच्छापूर्वक ही जीव हृदय से प्रकटित हुआ। भागवते आज सर्वत्र धार प्रमाण আছে। সবাই পুরুষান পরম ধর্ম যত ভক্তির অধ্যক্ষে পাটে তুক্য লভ্য। भक्ति है बिना कोनो कारणे के प्रकाशित हो जाता। अब जगदीक्षा मत कथा दो जात सभर पूजा को मान न निर्विघ्नो नाथ सबको भक्ति जो बस भक्ति कथा प्रकटित হয় ওইটা বলছেন जगदीक्षा मत कथा दो भक्ति जो के अधिकारी जे अत्यंत विरक्त नर और संसार प्रति आसक्त नয় मात्र ज्ञानीरा अत्यंत विरक्त ताদের হৃদয়তে ভক্তি আসে বিষয়রা अत्यंत ভোগী এই জন্য ভক্তরে হয় এই জন্য মাঝখানে অবস্থা না খুব অধিক সংসারেতে বিরক্ত ना संसारेते अधिक विशेषतः स्वच्छंदा रूपा मेरी भक्ति मेरी कृपा से मेरी विद्या कथा में सुनते हो वही लोग है ऊपर थे जगत छे बिना कारण भक्ति प्रकट है हमारे आबाद बोलते हैं अस्मिन् लोके वर्तमान स्वधर्मस्थितो नोषिति ज्ञानं विशुद्धं आप्नोति मद्भक्तिं जगदीच्छया भक्ति की उत्पत्ति होवार कोनो कारण नहीं कि लोग भक्ति करे बिना कारण नहीं निज নিজে কৃপা করে তিনি আবির্ভূত হন। এইরকম হয়তো বলছেন যদিচ্ছাই वो पचता। आगे श्लोक में जदिच्छा शब्द का प्रयोग हुआ है। जदिच्छा माने स्वेच्छा पूर्वक, भक्ति स्वयं निज इच्छा के प्रकट होता है। भक्ति के अहेतु की कल्पना वो स्वयं प्रकाश, भगवान के रकम स्वयं प्रकाश एवं स्वयं प्रकाश। भले भक्ति को भगवान का स्वरूप शक्ति बोला है। जो भक्ति है भगवान स्वरूप शक्ति। भगवान स्वरूप सचित एवं आनंदमय। एक वही स्वरूप शक्ति, चित शक्ति, तीन वृत्ति, संधिनी, संगीत अनुलापी, सत्ता संबंधिनी शक्ति के संधि। एक द्वारा भगवान निज सत्ता, निजर अलंकार, जाति सत्ता और अन्य लोगों की सत्ता कहा के बोले संदेह और संबित निजे के जाने अन्य के जाना, निजे आनंद उपभोग करें अन्य के आनंद दें। लाभनी शक्ति निजे आनंद उपभोग करें और अन्य के उपभोग करें। एक द्वारा भगवान स्वयं आनंद अनुभव करें, किंतु आनंद किरकम अनुभव करें तार कोई ये स्वरूप शक्ति वृत्ति आनंद अंश प्रभाव से भक्ति द्वारा गौर प्रेमानंदे।
Therefore, continuing the same line of thinking, the proof is given in Shastra how Bhagavan is independent and his bhakti is also independent. There it says, Salaipam Samparo Dharmaya Tir Bhakti Adoksade Ahoitiki Apiyajaya Deyatma Samprasidati. There, Ahoitiki means, that verse means, Ahoitiki means, bhakti has no cause. There is no cause of bhakti. Then there's two verses here. The word used is yadrichaya. Here Sri Vishwanath Thakur explains, yadrichaya means by her own independent desire, no other cause. Therefore, in whose heart will bhakti appear? The Bhagavad says that person who is neither too much attached nor too much detached, bhakti can appear in that heart. The jnanis, the dry speculators, their hearts are very hard, they're too much renounced from everything, even Bhagavan. And the karmis, the materialists, they are so much attached to material enjoyment that bhakti cannot appear in their heart. Therefore Bhagavan says, by my own independent mercy, bhakti appears in the heart of that person who is neither too much attached nor too much detached. Again, it is said in another verse that bhakti is yadrichaya, means she appears by her own desire. Therefore, bhakti is swayam prakash, she manifests by her own independent desire. Therefore, what is bhakti? We should know that bhakti is Bhagavan's own Sarup Shakti. Shri Krishna's Sarup consists of Satchit and Ananda. The Sat potency manifests as Sandhini Shakti. That Sandhini Shakti manifests Krishna's own existence as well as his ornaments, his cloth, his flute, his peacock feather. The chit portion of Krishna's Swarup that manifests as the Samvik Shakti. The Samvik Shakti is the knowledge potency. By Samvik Shakti, Krishna understands himself and others can understand him and know him. And the Ananda portion of Krishna's Swarup that manifests as Ladini Shakti, or the potency of ecstasy. By that Ladini Shakti, Krishna himself tastes happiness, and by Ladini Shakti he gives happiness to others. Therefore Bhakti is the Priti of Krishna's Swarup Shakti. She is the function of Krishna's own energy. It is the portion and that Ananda Ams, or that portion of himself which gives happiness to himself, that is called Bhakti Devi. Go Premanandi.
Tomorrow morning, our program will go to first Nidhuva, then Radharama, Gokulananda and Gopinath. Tomorrow our first program cancelled, so day after tomorrow we will go to Madhuban, Talban, Mansarovar, Madhvan, Bhandiro. But tomorrow our program, Nidhuva, after class, take breakfast, then we'll go to Nidhuva, then Radharama, then Gokulananda and Gopinath. Then
কালকে কি হবে? কালকে কি হবে? কালকে বলো। বেল বল।
कल हम लोगों का प्रोग्राम यहाँ क्लास के पश्चात हम लोग निधुवन जाएंगे। निधुवन से राधा रमा, गोकुलानंद और गोपीनाथ जी दर्शन करेंगे। आगामी काल আমরা সকলেই এইখানে সকালে প্রোগ্রামের পশ্চাৎ নিধুবন, রাধারমা, শ্রী গোকুলানন্দ, শ্রী গোপীনাথ দর্শনে যাওয়া। आगामी काल हमारे पास प्रोग्राम है, परसों दिन प्रोग्राम। परसों हम लोगों का फर्स्ट प्रोग्राम है, जो कि कल हम लोग निधुवन और राधारमण, गोकुलानंद और गोपीनाथ जी का दर्शन करने जाएंगे। कल हम लोगों का ऐसे प्रोग्राम है।
অন্য দিনে বলো, কালকে যা হবে ওইটা স্পষ্ট করে বলো। কালকে পরশু বলবা না।
आगामी काल हमारे निधुवन, प्रथम निधुवन, राधारमण, राधा गोकुलानंद, राधा गोपीनाथ। हम लोग का निधुवन, राधारमण, गोकुलानंद और गोपीनाथ जी जाएंगे। टुमारो